no trouble getting transportation after you left the limo?
I took a cab.
Where have you been?
None of your business.
Well, may I assume that you are not yet Mrs. Derek Malloy?
Yes, you may.
I'm glad you're here, Raven. And that you're still single.
What do you want?
You told me that you were getting married because you hadn't been made a better offer. Well, I'm here to make you a better offer.
I don't quite follow you.
I don't want you to marry Derek Mallory.
Oh, really?
I'm here to give you another choice.
What's that?
I'm willing to give you everything that you could possibly expect from a marriage.
You are?
Except the marriage license.
Sky, what kind of a proposal is that? The marriage license is exactly what I want from a marriage.
Look, if it's other women that... I'd be willing to make a solemn vow that I'll remain faithful to you forever.
That is not what I had in mind.
I do want to be with you. I want to have you by my side all the time. I want to wake up in the morning and see you lying next to me. Oh, hell, Raven, I love you. Now, come on, why don't you pack your bags and come with me? I'm just not willing to get married.
Try Judge Wilkinson's chambers for me, will you, again? Yes, I know I was, but I'm back now, so put all my calls through. Come in.
Hi, Chief.
Hello, Calvin.
I thought you might like to be brought up to date on the guests we checked into the holding cell last night.
Bryson and Gideon, they talked yet?
No, they're still playing their see here and speak no evil game for the moment.
All right, keep at it. See if you can get a confession out of them.
All right, at least they won't be going anywhere. They were arraigned by Judge Wilson this morning, and they're both being held without bail.
Good. I think they'd try to skip bail if they had a chance.
Yeah, well, the case against Gideon is absolutely airtight, and the case against Bryson is mounting by the moment. As a matter of fact, busting Bryson has opened up a can of worms that you would not believe.
But you said the doctor wasn't talking.
Oh, no, he's not. But our investigating team out at the Rexford is going over the place with a fine-tooth comb, and they came up with some files that are nothing short of incredible.
No? Just what kind of weird experiments were they performing?
Well, Ira Gideon was not the only fugitive to have his features rearranged by Kenneth Bryson.
Oh, I see.
As a matter of fact, more than a few felons that we would love to get our hands on are probably walking around right under our noses, courtesy of new faces given to them by the good doctor.
All right, Calvin, if the lists get any longer, let me know. I'll assign a few other cops to help.
Okay, now get this. It appears that Dr. Bryson did not just practice his handiwork in the good old US of A. We've got some evidence that indicates we probably have got similar files in Europe.
I know. I heard he had a clinic in Lucerne.
Yeah, so the proper foreign authorities are being contacted.
Do whatever you think is necessary.
Okay, I've already been in touch with the Attorney General's office, and the guys from the Treasury Department are coming up for a meeting with me this afternoon. I suppose the next step would be to get together with Mike and set up this special investigating team. Hello?
What'd you say?
I said I was going to set up a meeting with Mike. Look, why don't I get back to you in a day or two about this? I think
Where are you going?
Well, obviously this meeting's going to be an imposition. I'm sorry, I should have realized your mind would be on your wedding.
Come back, Calvin, please.
Chief, it's nothing unusual. I mean, I was practically a basket case.
Calvin, I'm not going to make any excuses, and I won't beat around the bush either. There's not going to be any wedding.
There we go. Thank you, Mike.
Nancy's gonna love these flowers. I just hope she feels the same way about the food.
Hey, come on. We've both learned to cook pretty well since she's been away.
Even so, we both lost weight.
Yeah. When Nancy starts cooking again, I may even have to take up jogging.
Well, she's still weak, Kelly. I don't want her back in that kitchen until she has a chance to rest and recuperate.
Well, Nancy is alive and well, and she's home. That's all that matters to us.
Kelly, I can't even begin to describe how I feel right now.
I know, Mike.
I couldn't believe it at first when I saw her standing there at that clinic. It's like a miracle. Pure and simple.
Well, the table looks pretty good. Should I call her down?
Well, she may be a while getting downstairs. When we went to sleep last night, she was totally exhausted.
Yeah, I know. When you called me over at the station to give me the news, I felt like stepping in front of one of the cameras and telling the WMON viewing audience that we had to shut down early, that the temporary night supervisor had to go home.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to be with her now, thank goodness.
Well, everything worked out for the best anyway. Like you said, Nancy was exhausted, and I'm sure that she enjoyed spending some time alone with you.
I appreciated the time alone, too, Kelly.
Good morning.
Good morning, darling. Oh.
Hi, Nancy.
Oh, Kelly. Kelly, it's so good to see you.
Welcome home. So good to have you back.
It's so good to be back.
Well, here, sit down.
Oh, that's your chair.
No, right over here.
Oh, no.
Now, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'll be all right. Okay.
Did you sleep all right?
Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness, for the first time since this whole situation began.
Me too.
I can't tell you how wonderful it was to wake up in my own bed in my own room. What is all this?
Well, Kelly and I thought that we'd do the cooking today.
Yeah, we tried our best. We really did.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's going to be delicious. Okay, you fellas did the cooking. I'll do the serving.
Oh, no. You stay right there and relax. You just got out of the hospital, remember?
Y'all had something I want to forget as soon as possible.
Well, it looks like things are going to be back to normal here before we know it, huh?
Do you know, I love you both so much. I hope you know that.
We both love you, too. Now, I hate to start rushing things, but I think we better begin to eat.
Oh, you're leaving?
I don't want to, but I have to. Kelly will keep you company. You two have a lot of catching up to do.
Well, I just thought that I might have the morning with my most favorite fellas in the world. That's all. Where are you going?
To the office.
Now that Gideon is back in custody, his case has to be dealt with, and the arrest of Dr. Bryson seems to have far-reaching ramifications. But I promise you, as soon as I take care of the essentials, I'll be back home as fast as I can.
I wonder who that could be.
I don't know. A lot of your friends called, but I told them to give you some time to readjust to being back home. Yes?
Hello. You're Michael Carr, I presume?
That's right. What can I do for you?
This is probably the worst possible time to drop by, but I had to come here.
Well, what's this all about?
I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Valerie Bryson. I'm Dr. Kenneth Bryson's daughter. He was brought up to Monticello last night. Although I suppose you know that. I've come up here to be with him.
I see. Come in, Miss Bryson.
Thank you. I'll only stay a few minutes. What can I do for you? How are you, Mrs. Carr? I'm all right now. I knew just what I wanted to say to you and to your husband. It seems terribly insignificant now.
don't you try to tell them anyway, Miss Bryson?
This is my nephew, Kelly McGrath.
I'm pleased to meet you. I wanted to tell you how sorry I am for what happened.
Thank you.
It must have been awful for you. Locked away at the Rexford. Held prisoner all that time.
Yes, it was.
When I think that my father was instrumental in keeping you there, I don't know how he could have done such a horrible thing.
Your father's involvement with Ira Gideon and my wife's discovery of that put him in a precarious position. Obviously, your father became a desperate man.
I'm sorry. So very sorry. I'm sure my father's sorry, too. Do you think you'll ever be able to find it in your heart to forgive him?
Do you think that Nancy can simply forget everything your father did to her?
He has done a lot of good in his life. I hope you'll take that into consideration and not judge him too harshly.
You're talking to the wrong person.
The courts will make that determination, Miss Bryson.
What is going to happen to him now?
Well, there are numerous charges against him. And an extensive investigation of his affairs in Europe is just about to begin. I'm afraid the road ahead is going to be a rough one for him.
How I wish there was something I could do to help him.
Well, you seem to care for him very much. I'm sure that should help a great deal.
Somehow I don't think that's going to be enough.
I don't know if this is going to make you feel any better. Because it was because of your father that my life was a nightmare, but he did try a great deal to keep me from being hurt, and for that I'm grateful.
He is a decent man. Really?
You know, Miss Bryson, you've really got a hell of a lot of nerve showing up here.
I just came to apologize.
You will forget your apology.
Kelly!
Considering all that your father did to Nancy and the hurt that Mike and I suffered thinking that she was possibly dead, that makes your apology pretty worthless.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Oh, and don't go pulling on any heartstrings expecting to win your father any clemency, because if you do, you've come to the wrong place.
That was not my intention in coming here.
Haven't you heard, Miss Bryson? Road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Mrs. Carr, Mr. Carr, I'm very sorry if my coming here caused a scene.
I don't want to make a formal commitment. I've got a lifestyle and an image, and I want to maintain it.
All right, then you'll just have to maintain it alone, because my answer is no.
Oh, come on. Will you take some time and think about it?
No! I said no. I want all or nothing.
Oh, I get it. You're playing another one of your little games. You think that by being hard to get, you're going to sweeten the pot? What is it you want? Your own private limo? Well, all right. That can be arranged.
I am not playing a game. Living together would be playing a game, and I will have none of it.
Well, you're not going to do better anyplace else.
I wouldn't live with you or any other man.
Why this old-fashioned girl attitude all of a sudden?
Because if I'm going to be stuck with one man for the rest of my life, you better believe I'm going to be married to him.
Well, I've made my final offer.
Well, then, no deal. Sorry.
I take it, then, that you're going to marry Derek Mallory?
Well, if you want to know the truth, I told Derek today that I won't marry him.
Really?
Yes. He's too good and kind and trusting to be stuck with me.
Well, you're not giving yourself very much credit, Red. Or me, for that matter.
I happen to be very self-centered, ambitious, and sometimes I'm cruel. As a matter of fact, you're the only one rotten enough that I can think of that deserves to be married to me.
Yeah, I don't think I consider that to be very complimentary.
Oh, I'm sorry, darling. But we're like two peas in a pod.
I'll still pass.
Then it's been nice knowing you.
Okay. Take your time. Think about it. I will allow you to change your mind if you like.
No! Now, I said get out of here. I don't ever want to see you again.
Well, maybe I should call the chief and go commiserate with him over our loss.
Do whatever you like, but do it someplace else. Now just leave.
You're making a big mistake, Raven. You know you're going to regret this.
Goodbye, Sky.
Goodbye, Raven.
Sounds like you had quite a productive evening last night in East Meadows.
Yeah, the effort, old buddy, was really worth it, let me tell you.
Yeah, it must have been. It's been a long time since I've seen you so happy, buddy.
But I don't know, I just can't stop smiling, you know? I mean, Nancy's back home where she belongs with her husband, you know?
Yeah, that's really something.
Yeah.
You know, we all thought that she was dead.
Yeah, well, for a while, that was the only logical conclusion you could come to, you know? Wow. I've just never been so happy to be proven wrong in my entire life.
Do you think all the activities last night will get you a commendation or promotion?
Oh, now, I don't know. That would be nice. But to tell you the truth, when I looked at Nancy Carr and she hugged me and thanked me for it, that was reward enough.
Yeah, I'll bet. Hey, I've got a brand new routine I got to show you.
Oh, great.
Okay?
Let me see.
All right, girls, can we do that routine we did a little earlier? Got to find the music. Girls, can we wait 5 minutes, please? What are you doing here? I thought you left town.
I came to see Judy. Where is she, in the dressing room?
No, she isn't.
Oh. I assume you'd be working. I mean, getting ready for the opening.
Yeah, we are, but Jody ran out to get something to eat.
Oh, I see. Can I leave a message for her?
Sure, what do you want me to tell her?
Can you please tell Judy that I have changed my mind and I won't be leaving Monticello?
Why are you staying?
I have my reasons. Au revoir.
Well, what do you think?
Well, it's not bad, I suppose. I just don't know if it has the right feel to it.
What's an office supposed to feel like?
Well, one must be comfortable in his working environment. Wouldn't you agree?
Why not? Hey, what kind of work do you do anyway? You never did say.
If I agree to rent, these walls will be painted, won't they?
Sure. You even get to pick the color. You get white, or white.
Perhaps I'll take a look at 1 or 2 more places and let you know.
Hey, I wouldn't twiddle my thumbs too long if I was you. I got to show this place to 2 others this afternoon. It'll be gone by 5 for sure.
Then it will just have to be my loss.
I guess you don't know what it's like to rent a place in this town. It's tight, mister. Very tight.
Yes, and that's why I have to grease your palm. Is that right?
Well, it does help me to get a selected class of renter in this place, yeah.
Those willing to pay you a month's rent cash, under the table, achieve most favored tenant status. Is that it?
Hey, look, you want this place or don't you? I got my cup of coffee sitting in my office getting cold.
Let me take another look at the view.
It's the same as it was when you looked out here 5 minutes ago. Nothing's changed. What do you expect? What? Jeez.
Sorry.
A whole empty room, and he can't stay out of my way. Clumsy.
This yours?
Hey, that's my wall. Where'd you get that?
Right down the floor. I almost tripped over it.
Thanks. What? Last week I lost a set of keys, and this week it's almost my wallet. I told my wife to check the button on my pocket, so guess I'll have to tell her again. So what do you want to do here?
Well, this place is beginning to grow on me, actually. I'll take it.
It's all yours.
Oh. Forgot. Your fee.
You got a minute? I'll get you a set of keys. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Well, haven't lost your touch.
My mom always told me, Christy, if you want...
told you I don't have anything to say.
I've got a proposal to make.
You already made a proposal. I told you I will not compromise.
No. This time, I mean a real proposal.